Hello and welcome back. My name is Kira and this is Sunless Guys. So we reached the homestead. I was floating on my way towards Port Avon and then I kept getting distracted because that's just what I do. But anyway, settlers. Oh, you sat down beside a cold, silent homestead. The windows are boarded, the doors are locked, but the foliage in the garden hasn't grown wild. It was abandoned in a hurry and recently. Let's search the abandoned homestead. Oh, failure. God damn. Um, A final inhabitant. The house is empty, except for a stinking corpse laid out in the kitchen table. A tablecloth, rapidly discoloring, has been laid over for modesty. Boxes under the table contained old crockery, which must have been imported through the avid horizon in the first days of the Empire expansion. So we have a crate of nostalgic crockery. Lovely. And I've gained 10 terra. Damn. That was not very good. But anyway, moving on. We are on the way to Titania, sorry, not to Port Avon. We left Port Avon. Titania, here we come. Let's see how you're going with your whole artistic world and all of that fun stuff. One of the engineers is singing again. They do that every now and then. Okay, there we go, and we're in Titania. What the fuck? Titania's under siege. Close chorister bees flooded streets and petals, the thrashing of their wings and the drummers of apocalypse, and the people flee in panic from the mighty stingers. But there is no safe harbor and no respite, all is lost. Let's help them, I guess. Success! Silence in the space of half an hour. Plain song drowns the lamentation and the fury of the mind. All the world joins death's hymnal. Those who proudly defy their fate and those who beg for wretched mercy, those who raise their arms and those who buckle their knees. The chorister hive has taken its lyrics of poets yet unwritten, the unsung songs from lips now forever silent. It's only iron and fire that quietens the voice of carnage, but lo, the song only ends in its own accord. Once the nectar is gathered, the hive departs, and there is a lasting silence. Oh no. Okay, let's write a pull report real quick, because, you know. What is Titania? Question with no easy answer. Oh wait, no, I've already done this bit, so never mind. I guess I can sell it again? I'm not sure. A new start for Titania. 3 of Titania's most prominent citizens are arguing about the new direction of the port, post-bee apocalypse. Bee apocalypse. Lovely. The rhapsodic mayor looks relieved to see you. Ah, Captain, perhaps you can settle this matter for us. We've agreed that we need to choose one style and stick with it, but... She sighs, gesturing to her fellow council members, the melancholy poet and stone-faced sculptor. Well, we find ourselves in an impasse. Your thoughts? I must have visited Albion and I must have visited... Okay, so I'll come back later. Bye! Let's go to the bazaar. We can buy 3 of the seeds that we need to take to Avon. I need to deliver more bronzewood for Avon. Maybe I needed 5. I did not know that. Damn. Let's get some fuel, because I gave one away to the one of those signal posts. So I'll take that and I'll leave, I guess. I'm not gonna go back to Port Avon just yet because I want to go and fight one of the cloister bees real quick. And then I just need to kill 1 or 2, I think, for the passenger I've got on board, and also to for the trophy that's required at Port Avon anyway. So I might as well do that before I go back to Port Avon. I mean, the other creature I have to kill is that octopus-looking thing with the... Yeah, I'm not really sure about that yet. I do have more hull, I guess, but I am still a bit scared. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. And I do have a lot of sovereigns now, so I could probably go back and like upgrade my guns and stuff as well. But I think I might be okay against the bees. I was fine before, so hopefully. But at the same time, my cargo hold is rather full. So maybe I can come across like a homestead and trade for more bronzewood. That would helpful. They'll helpful. That will be helpful. But let's see if we can go through this way this time. I wasn't able to last time because there was like a massive wind and stuff, and it was really, really scary. I was terrified. I am not, you know, too proud to admit that I was scared by this game. I'm very scared of exploding at any point. Because as I said, I'm going really, really well with this captain, and I don't want to blow her up. There will come a day though. But the lineage moving on might actually even be better because you do gain more like facets and benefits as well. So I'm not sure if that's something I should do or not, but Aphrodite's been going so well. So... And I guess eventually I am going to have to choose between whether I want to go with being... Like, I'm actually going to have to attack some Techites and stuff like that, but I'm not ready for that at this stage. Right. I think we're actually at the point where the bees are going to be spawning. What is this? This is really, really pretty. Let's go and have a look. Oh wait, no, we're already at the port, are we? Oh, this is the reserve place, isn't it? Unsettled dreams. Ooh. That night, your sleep is peppered with uncomfortable dreams. You dream of falling. It's a common dream here. The fog that bedevils the high wilderness are thick about you, and through them below you see something stir. A beast, a behemoth. Almost a dragon, almost a whale, almost a continent. It gnaws on the roots of heaven and all the fogs of wilderness in its steaming birth. Its maw opens, wide as the gulf between the stars. You awake. Okay, seek company or commit your dreams to Captain's log. We're getting terror and a tale of terror. Let's seek some company. I don't want to be terrified. Oh, failure. A problem shared. You'll find other crew in the gallery and tell them of their dreams. They're unsettled. They had the same dreams too. Well, that backfired. Okay, hang on. Let's go back that way, because there was a hive there, I think. And if I raid the hive, the bees come out, and I can kill the bees real quick. Hopefully. I'm saying I can kill the bees real quick. I'm not sure if I can, because I'm not sure about my ability to do so. Oh, wait. No, I need mining for that. I haven't been to the reserve on this game? Oh. I'm confused, because I have played a very short playthrough of this game before, and I'm not sure if I did that on the recording or not. Now I'm just confused. Or maybe... No, we have been here. We just exploded. So for this captain, I guess this is the first time. I'll worry about that later. Is this, a good ship or a bad ship? No, that's a good ship. It's not going to attack us. I don't think. It's not a marauder. We're looking for bees, though. Where are the bees? I don't want to go too far into the bees area because, you know, I have limited amount of hull. And my terror level keeps rising, and I don't know what that's going to do to me. Is this a marauder or not? Oh, it's a marauder. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. There's 3 bee thingies and the marauder on top of it all. Good. Let's get the stinger for the settler. Harvest the stinger for your settler. Don't push your crew to any risk on my account. The crew's attack is old news now. The tail won't impress anyone anymore. I suppose I'll just have to rely on my charms when I get there. Oh, they don't want one. We need a trophy, so we'll grab a trophy. I've collected a trophy. I still need more, I need to go to kill the... I'm going to kill this marauder. Oh god. I am so annoyed. But anyway, I guess this is time to move on to a new captain. The cold has taken us. We've gotten 1 moment of inspiration, 1 tale of terror. I've inherited 419 and a partial chart. I start at level 4. Oh, this is so hard. Is this possible for like a good ending to happen? Because like we need to be able to keep the captain alive and do what their retirement wishes are, and it just seems very, very difficult. I mean, okay, we've had Minerva, Athena, and Aphrodite. What other goddess are we going to have? Name of a good goddess. Let's grab one. I'm actually just going to Google it because I can't remember the spelling of any of the goddesses. It does not help that honestly when I went through the Greek mythologies and all of that, I did it in Korean, and I actually haven't read any Greek mythologies in English other than in like history classes, and we didn't focus too much on the mythology. But I think let's start with the A names, and let's be the fierce captain this time, and let's meet Artemis. We'll be the goddess of the hunt, and see how that goes. Start game. Right, we get a moment of reflection. We get more facets now. We're going to focus once again on the hearts and I guess veils at this point, at mirrors, sorry, because that's kind of what we've got the most of. So let's go for those sort of options. An interlude in red and gold. You lost your mind once. They put you in a splendid hotel managed by a cheery gentleman who would determine when you could leave. How colourful what the other guests were, how red the curtains, how gold the fittings, how secure the locks. Eventually you were allowed to leave. Or was your recovery genuine? I guess we're a little bit nutters. Sounds good to me. So we can choose 2 more. Let's go with the lost love. Love. The gradual erosion of what which separates you from someone else. The fitting together of 2 lives as intricately and intimately as the threads of a tapestry or cells of your skin. And when one of the lives ends, what remains of the other? You loved, you lost. How badly does it hurt now? Oh, that's actually really, really quite poignant and well done. We're gonna go with a knowing ache, a hole in the heart. You feel always that something is missing. In the middle of other things you look up and around and then remember that they will never be there. That's actually really, really sad. That is actually really, really, really sad. And quite well done. And then the next one, I guess we'll take the 15 minutes of fame, shall we? No, I don't want that. Because it doesn't give me points in mirror and heart. Mirror and heart. Mirror and heart. There we go. Haunted. You're plagued by the past, by some guilt or sin or old ordeal that will not let you rest. What is the nature of the haunting? A chill on the window, a breeze, when the window is closed, a pressure on the edge of the bed as if someone had sat there as you slept. You are not alone. You gain a tale of terror. Lovely. Okay. We'll repair the locomotive. So our ship upgrades, have kept one of them. We still have lost one of the guns. But we have additional cargo and we have the holding. We've lost all of the story bits and that's fine. So we'll have to regain them. We'll recruit the driver because they're cheap. And we'll also... Oh, we don't need any more crew, that's fine. Go to the bazaar, see if we make the lanes. Literature for Traitor's Wood. Still need to find Traitor's Wood. And we'll grab another one of these guns. So I like the idea of having two guns. It was actually very helpful. Two guns are better than one. Yeah? Always. We'll explore the city again. Spawn to... Okay, so we have to find the missing filmmaker from Hybris. We've heard this story before, so we'll just continue on with it. Let's speak to the captains again. We need to... I think we just need to go through it to gain an advantage later on, maybe. We'll see. Okay. Alright. I think that's about all we can do here. Let's have a look at the market. Engine yard, the bank. We'll take the bronze wood. We've looked at all the prospects and stuff. They're not selling anything. We're going to have to leave yet again. Let's look for... Let's look for Hybris. Hybris lies to south-southwest of New Winchester. Alright, let's leave. No, I want to leave. There we go, thank you. It's going to be around this way. I just need to get that far without dying. I mean, okay, so the death thing kind of does suck, but I am starting to notice that there is actually benefits to dying because you get to increase the stats of your character. And I'm honestly not keeping track of whether they're staying or not, but so far it seems like all isn't lost when you die, which I quite do like. And it does kind of feel like that in itself becomes a story because it gets the feeling that the skies are so vast and the dangers in it so many that this exploration can't be done in one single lifetime. Sort of feel like it feels like there is a price to pay that is in blood for you to be able to gain the full knowledge of this world, which I think is rather quite cool. But anyway, let's see if we can get to this new area. I'm going to try to clear up as much of the blackness out of the map, so I'm going to be going around rocks and stuff like that. Okay, so we've finally come across something, which is a wreck. Let's see if we can... Oh, we don't need to strip it for repairs. So let's enter through the shattered spin screens. You don't have your... You don your sky suit. I was worried for a second. Your driver pulls your locomotive alongside the wreck, close enough for you to lift from one to the other. The floor of the bridge is carpeted with grass fragments. It shines like stars in your lamplight, and tinkles like bells when your boots brush it. A sky chest nailed to the floor at the back of the bridge yields to your efforts. What could it be? An erratic casket. I now have a caddy of dry tea, which could be useful in... Oh, my bad. In Avon, I think, because you can invite people to for a tea. And oh shit, there's more order. Let's kill it. There's 2 of them. Never mind, let's not kill it. Let's turn our lights off and sneak past. They've seen me. They've seen me. They've seen me. They've thoroughly seen me. Oh dear. Okay, I'm just going to run away. Run away. 2 against 1 is just not fair, is it, buddy? Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Come on, stop chasing me. Oh god, oh god. There we go. Oh my god, you can absolutely do one, buddy. Go away. How far do you plan to chase me? Didn't you have like a patrol roach or something? Ugh, go away. Oh my god, I am totally not going the right direction to where I want to go. I need to go around the other way. But I guess I'm exploring a new section of the map. Oh. I'm trying to drink tea and flee at the same time. I need tea. It makes me feel better, even if I'm being chased by marauders through this rather beautiful landscape. Though visual-wise, my favorite's probably Titania, because it's so pretty there, despite the bee issue. Maybe I can go around this way. What is that? Ooh, what is that? Retrieve. A fungal fragment. The sky suit and spore mask your crew holds a porous asteroid aboard. The top half is veiled by a mesh of fungus, like minty crinoline. Lichen of all shades cling to the underside of the rock in an iridescent coating. Study the fungus, we can learn something. 41% chance, 56% chance. Destroy. We get supplies, but also terror. Let's do that. Supplies are good. You've gained 2 supplies and 10 terror. Onwards. Oh god. What the fuck is that? It's a Tekka scout that's been like overtaken by something. By fungus or something. There's like 3 ships. I'm just going to leave it, I guess, and run. Yeah, let's run. Running sounds good. Fate's Fall. What is this thing? Let's see if we can scavenge something here. A wreck! We've got 69% chance. Our hull is at... What is it? What is our hull at? We should be able to just... You know what? Let's just repair our hull. Just because I don't know what's going to happen later on. There is a horror here and something shiny. But I'm going to ignore all of that. Because the something shiny always requires like a mining laser thingy or something rig, and I don't have that, so I'm just going to pretend that I saw nothing and just move on. Yeah, put the blinkers on. Blinkers are good. Blinkers are very good. Oh my god, this looks like there's blood coming out of the mushrooms. Like fungus. There's apparently like real mushrooms that do that and it looks terrifying. It looks like it's bleeding. I saw some pictures. Okay, I don't think they're edible, but even if they were edible, I don't think I would eat it. Oh, this is Hybris. Okay, so we're in the right location to go and fetch some There was like a lady. Oh, there's a port. There's a port. There's a port. Oh yeah. Oh, thank God. Um, let's dock. Hybris. Yes. This is where we have to look for the filmmaker. I think that was lost. A fledgling colony is trying to dig its fingernails deep enough into the spongy, fungal fabric of the rich to cling to it when the hard times come. It is a sad truth that many more settlements are founded than flourish. Before we explore that, let's have a look at the bazaar. Let's get some seeds, because we need those, I think. Yes, to deliver to Magdalene's again. So that's good. We also need to grab literature, but we'll get that later. Trade with locals. There's no fuel here, so that's whatever. Let's go to the stories again. Hybris. Nestled amidst the sprawling, boring gardens of fungus, Hybris is a colony of octogenarians. Rotting buildings slow generally into decay. Maintenance is poor and the population aged. An insect speckled with fungus flies past drowsily. Growth asks no license, says a barely legible sign staked into the collapsed pile of fungal eggs. Let's look for the Mademoiselle Lemay first, which is a filmmaker. Loud curses lead you towards an elderly woman fiddling with an antiquated camera. She sighs and shuts the frame. That will do. She offers a trembling hand. Lemay, once-renowned explorer and filmmaker, now, as you see. A cough rattles through her. You're from New Winchester? I'll leave with you. I can pay you my way. I'm done here, and my lungs won't tolerate much more of this. She smiles wanly. I have a premiere to plan. Oh, good. Now we can take her back to wherever she needs to go. And port report. Life moves slowly here. There are arguments over the rules about balls and the correct amount of time to steep tea. The station master seems to avoid the villagers. There is an unusual, unique quality to the starlight which filters through the underside of the caps. Okay, that's another 100 sovereigns we can get. A venerable welcome party has gathered. The wizened mayor approaches. His back is bent, but his pace is steady. He has a firm handshake. Welcome to our little hideaway. Watch your step. That one's about to fruit. Sure enough, the little white sack at your feet suddenly splits. Snaking tendrils of red fungus explode outwards. The mayoral assistant, a severe woman of slightly less advanced years, guides the mayor to a nearby bench. You can stay as long as you like. Something is changing in Hybris. Right. Explore the settlements. Let's do that. Hybris only has a handful of buildings clustered amongst the fold of fungus, yet life goes on here. Life moves at a slow pace on Hybris. Several colonists tend to allotments, while others squabble outside the Brendans. Periodically, a lady emerges with tea and fungal crackers. A carpenter struggles with the fretwork on the new town hall. The carvings are of factories and faceless workers. I can't remember what they look like, he says sadly. Oh, that's kind of really sad. Okay, let's take tea at Brendan. That costs 5 sovereigns. We can deal with that. Ah, we reduced our terror, finally. Good. A large woman of advanced years produces a pot of green tea and dollies from a mouldering tea chest. She blows the spores off the cups. Back there I used to read the leaves on our breaks. She peers into a finished cup. I'm sorry, I don't see a long future for you, my love. Make the most of what you have. That is kind of true because, our captains haven't been lasting very long, let's be honest. Wander in the wilds of Hybris. Let's do that. Swamp and marsh, fungus and frond. Nowhere in the Reach has been so thoroughly colonized. It would be a shame not to see the sights. You enter the fungal forest of Hybris. Clouds of spores drift through the ropey tendrils of freestanding fungus. Giant ants pierced with spines of mushroom crawl on the top of trees to better spread their spores. You wander amidst the webs and arches of mushrooms for some hours until you stumble across a shallow graveyard. Each headstone bears a number of 7 digits or more, barely covered in the shallow earth, a set of manacles. Right. Make a delicate inquiry into the wizened mayor. Everyone here is very old indeed. Is there a lower age limit in settling the hybrids? The wizard mayor chuckles. Oh no, we'd welcome youth, but we don't get many settlers coming out this way. We're happily secluded here. He smiles wistfully, as across the marsh his mayoral assistant trounces an unfortunate bulls. Our best years were spent by others, the wizened mayor glances at his allotment, which is overflowing with burgeoning mushrooms. We've had plenty of hope for to change that, though. Aww. I quite like this area. I'm not sure about the fungus bit, but I do like eating mushrooms. I'm not sure about fungal biscuits, though. They don't sound very lovely. Let's make sure our officer is set. And off we go. We can... Sorry, my phone chimed. Let's have a look at our map. We need to go more this way to find Traitor's Woods, I think. I mean, we don't have what we need for it, but it would be good to discover it regardless. And I don't know where to get literature, so... It's just exploring at this point. Let's see how long we can keep this captain alive, shall we? I mean, it is Artemis, and Artemis was the goddess of the hunt. She's fierce. So maybe she can survive a lot longer than the others, maybe. We'll see. But I think, like, eventually we'll get to a point where we can move on from this map to go to, like, Albion or whatever. And I would really like to do that. I just don't know how. Because apparently there's, like, a price to pay at the at Albion. And I don't know, I mean, to get through the relay. And I don't know what the price is. So that's always going to be the problem. We'll take some crockery or whatever it is. Okay, let's loot this ship that we just destroyed. We'll scavenge for parts. We just need hull. Always just go for the hull, I think. Usually with the Star Maddened one, you get the captain to deliver to Magdalene, but I guess because we've done that with the previous captain, we don't get that again. I'm not sure. I think it's all like chance-based and it's procedurally generated, so... Once again, this is why I like this game. It almost feels like a... Like... I haven't played a lot of roguelites or roguelikes or whatever they're called. So for me, it's like a whole new experience of, you know, death not being a thing that's like horrible and you being able to just restart. And I like the lineage kind of passing on, which I think means that I might like Rogue Legacy. I think it's a game that's like that. And it does really feel like you're building your own story and your own legacy, and as your captain changes, they kind of like build on the foundation that you've built. So it does really feel like a change of the guards, if that makes any sense. I don't know, I really am enjoying this game a lot. More than I ever expected. Not sure about the combat bit though, but that's just me. Oh god, I was hoping to avoid that hit. But it's destroyed, so it's fine. But anyway, I think on that note, that's enough for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll come back for more. But most of all, as always, I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Mwah!